Hey there y'all, welcome back to 2017 by month, and this video I am going to talk about the month of February 2017. Today is March 4th, 2017, and just a reminder in case you haven't watched these videos before, for 2017, instead of making one really long resolution, I'm making 12 monthly resolutions, and I'm choosing each of those based on 4 overall objectives I have for myself this year. Those 4 objectives are to feel better, to literally physically feel better within my body. And my second one is to reduce stress. Right? Who doesn't want that? I tend to operate on a very high level of stress, and I'm really looking to cut that back this year. My third objective for 2017 is to save money. Pretty broke, but having a good time and trying to find a balance in there. And my fourth objective is to be as green as possible this year, to continue improving my efforts to make my life more friendly to the planet. Okay? So in January, my goal was no booze, which I did, and I was very successful with. You can watch my January 2017 video in the link I will provide in the description box. And I am definitely not no booze in February, because February was Mardi Gras, and there were so many fun opportunities that I had with friends and booze. And so I needed a different resolution for February. And my February resolution became to declutter my life. So I literally every single day took it upon myself to pay attention to my home and my office and the things in them and what was contributing meaningfully to my life and what was causing me stress. And so I massively downsized my possessions in the month of February. I am not at this moment a minimalist by any stretch of the imagination, but I do feel like this resolution was not only really necessary and cathartic for me, but it was hugely successful. I feel even 4 days past February, an absolute and immediate difference in the amount of time that I spend cleaning every single day in my home, and the amount of time I spend looking for things in my home is dramatically diminished, and just my overall feeling of satisfaction when I walk in the door at the end of the day, when I get up in the morning, is much higher. Okay, some specifics about my declutter areas that I targeted specifically were a very large kind of catch-all closet, my personal clothing, which I still have too much of, but it's much better now. I can actually get into my closet and see the things and wear things that I want to wear and that are comfortable and make me feel good, like this dress, which I love, which was in the very back of my closet and I couldn't find for months. And also my books, which I thought the books were going to be so much harder than they were. I think for my entire life I have viewed my books as this like amalgamous entity, like my books, one big living life form. And when I started actually looking up closely at them individually and at those books, they weren't that. And it was actually a lot easier than I thought to dramatically downsize my books, to dramatically downsize the amount of clothing and shoes that I have, and to not really downsize the stuff in that closet, although I did, but to completely reorganize it so it's functional. It may look still completely packed right now, but you see what it looked like before, you'll see that it's a good thing. This is my bookshelf. All of my personal books now fit mostly on this one shelf. And every book on this shelf I have some kind of relationship with. Obviously this is also where I keep some of our instruments. But I'm just so happy with this. I feel so good when I look at it. It's full of positive energy for me. It makes me want to read. And it doesn't stress me out to think about keeping it tidy or keeping things up. So that's it. So yeah, all of those things really, oh, and craft supplies. Oh, ladies, I dramatically downsized my craft supplies, and it's great now. I can actually get at everything. It's just really good. So all of that stuff really is gonna change the way I'm able to function in my home. It diminishes the amount of time I spend cleaning every day, and yeah, I think I'm pretty pleased. Are you pretty pleased?
Maybe a little more space.
All right, we have a little more space. Yeah, I think so. So in terms of my overall four overall objectives for 2017, did this challenge make me feel physically better? No, of course not really. That wasn't really its primary point. I do have more space now to tackle better physicality, which I'll talk about when I talk about my March challenge. Did this eliminate stress in my life? Absolutely, 100% yes. I dramatically have minimized my stress in terms of how I feel when I'm in my home. I can already feel a difference in that. And in my office as well, because I did quite a lot of decluttering there. I even decluttered my phone apps and organized them all in a relatively inordinate way, but I like it, and I feel less stress with that too. So yes, absolutely less stress after decluttering. My third goal, did it help me save money? I ended up not trying to sell anything that I was decluttering. I felt like it would be more stress and time consumption than I wanted it to be, so we donated a lot of stuff, and I gave a lot of stuff away to friends. So it didn't really save me money. No, not really. I mean, in February in general, I saved money because Mardi Gras is a free festival. So we, purchased all of our own food in advance and drinks. But no, the challenge in and of itself didn't save me money. Though absolutely, if you undertake it, and other people who I know did the 28-day declutter challenge, did actually make a little bit of money by selling some things that they had. I opted not to do that in, what was that? I opted not to do that just in terms of saving time and stress, since February was already a super busy month. Did this challenge help me in my goals of living a greener lifestyle? No, I can't lie. Decluttering my home ended up generating a lot of trash that is no longer in my home, but for the month of February, I would say that I was pretty horrible at generating waste. And while I think I have space and time now to become more green in the future, definitely was not the point of this challenge, and definitely not the biggest success in it. The biggest success out of my February declutter challenge was that it eliminated a lot of stress, both present tense and future tense, in our home and in my office. All right, so what's next? It is now March, and my March challenge for this year is targeting my very first goal of physically feeling better, but I think it's gonna help me in some other goals as well. And it is to be outdoors every day. As you can see right now, besides that really loud traffic that's going by at this moment, it is nice and quiet out here. The weather is beautiful. It's warm out but not hot, so nobody's air conditioners are running at this moment. I might go grab a ukulele and try to really quickly film a video, just because this never happens, and I want to spend as much time outside enjoying it as possible. And so every day in March in the morning, I'm going to be outside doing yoga for between 15 and 30 minutes. I can't really tie myself down to a time because I've already injured myself once being overeager. And in the afternoon, I'm going to come out here and hula hoop, because why not? I have hula hoops. They're taking up space in my house. I used to think it was really fun, and it's something I would like to be better at. So twice a day, having a little bit of extra physical activity and being outdoors, breathing fresh air. I think this March challenge is going to be a really excellent one, and I can't wait to tell you all about that once we get into April. So as always, y'all, thank you so much for watching. I hope your February was wonderful. I'm looking forward to March, and I hope you're having a fantastic spring day. I'll see you soon.